Hi guys, welcome to our channel PKR Vibes Career and Growth. First of all, thank you so much for your time to spending here to learn something new today. Today we will discussing about the scenario CO5 is nothing but procedure code inconsistent with the place of service. Guys, please note that not only this scenario in a medical billing, every scenario in a medical billing has a three steps. One is a pre-call analysis, nothing but before calling to insurance company, you should have to do a basic analysis on a claim, and second one is the on-call analysis, nothing but during the phone call, during the live call you should have to ask a right questions to the insurance representative, and during the phone call you should have to probe right information over the phone call if it is necessary. So that kind of step is called as a on-call analysis step. And the third step on a scenario is a end action on a claim. So you should have to take a proper action on a claim. For example, you should have to resubmit the claim. You should have to resubmit the claim in a correct way. So that kind of proper action by you it is required, that is called as a end action on a claim. So that is the third step. So please note in your mind that for every scenario there are a three steps. These are only the three steps. One is pre-call analysis, second one is on-call scenario steps, third one is the end action on a claim. So now we will discussing about the what is the pre-call analysis for the CO5 denial. Okay guys, now we will discussing about pre-call analysis of a CO5 denial. So for example, you submitted claim to insurance and no response received from the insurance company. At the time your pre-call analysis is you should have to check your doctor's billing software for the claim status. So for example, you have to check your doctor software, does EOB received from the payer or not. If no EOB received and if any status is not found in your doctor software, then your next step, second step is the alternate step is doctor's internal clearinghouse. Nothing but internal clearinghouse is nothing but if you submitted any claim from your doctor side to payer side, you should have to that claim should be processed through your intermediate software, that is called as an internal clearinghouse. So for example, if you submitted any claim through electronically, then your doctor should have this kind of clearinghouses. So in clearinghouse you can see the status like claim is rejected or claim is accepted by the payer, or claim is still in processing from the payer system, or claim is set to pay, or claim is processed towards deductible, or claim is processed towards offset, or otherwise claim is processed towards uh, denied. For example, claim is denied, claim is accepted, processed and denied, that is the status. Or otherwise claim is accepted, processed and paid, so that is also status. This kind of status you can see in your doctor's internal clearinghouse. So for example, you doesn't found any claim status in your doctor software as well as your doctor's internal clearinghouse, then your third step is you should have to check your respective payer portals. For example, claim is billed to Aetna. For example, claim is billed to Aetna and you doesn't have any status, then you should have to check your payer portal. If there is any respective individual portal for the Aetna, then you can check in Aetna, or otherwise any other portal. For example, Availity is there, so in Availity you can see the Aetna status. Like that you can check what is the status of the claim in your respective payer portals. And also guys, for example, you checked your payer portals, you check the doctor software, you check the clearinghouse, but you doesn't found any status about the claim, then your job as a caller is you should have to call to insurance company, you should have to ask for the claim status. So that is your job. For example, claim is submitted to insurance company given a response, that response is nothing but a denial CO5, and that denial CO5 is posted in your doctor software. Then what kind of analysis is required? Then one analysis is required, that is called as a previous payment history. For example, now the denial is CO5, nothing but procedure code is inconsistent with the place of service. So nothing but the place of service and procedure code, nothing but CPT code are inappropriate to bill the claim to insurance companies. So the payer will not accept this CPT and this place of service together. So they will not give the payments, so they will deny the claim. So but our job is working on a denials to get the payments to the doctors, right? So the pre-call analysis is you should have to check the previous payment history. For example, you check the previous date of services. Previous also we build the same kind of CPT, same kind of diagnosis code, but we got the payments from the insurance companies. So with that previous DOS reference, with that previous history, we can give that reference of that claim number, and we should have to probe that information, same this information with the insurance representative. Like we got the payments on a previous DOS for the same CPT and the same place of service. Now also with reference to that we want a payments. Could you please reprocess the claim over the phone call itself? In this way you should have to probe. This is called right probe information on a call. So at the time definitely insurance representative will verify that information and will reprocess the claims. At that time your doctor will get the payments on these scenarios. So the pre-call analysis on a claim is very important to take a action to go to the next steps of the scenarios. So your previous payment history is a very important pre-call analysis for a CO5 denial. Guys, if you are watching my video first time, if you not yet subscribed, could you please subscribe my channel PKR Vibes Career and Growth, and also hit the bell icon so that you will get every my video as a notifications to your mobile. Okay, now we will discussing about AR callers on-call steps for a CO5 denial in medical billing. So for example, you checked your doctor software, you checked the clearinghouse, you checked the respective payer portal, you doesn't found any EOB, then you should have to call to insurance company. For example, hi, this is Peter, I am calling from provider's office checking on a claim status. You should have to start like this with your call. So if no UOB, then you should have to tell like this. So your question first query is may I know the claim status please. So and if they given the claim status, then you should have to ask the right questions regarding that particular response from the payer representative. And you're the next question. For example, if already we submitted claim to insurance company giving the denial stating CO5, then you should have to call to insurance company for the denial clarification please. May I know the denial clarification again. If rep is telling that the denial is claim is denied for CO5 reason, so you should have to ask what is the correct place of service to submit the claim again to your insurance company. Generally the insurance representative will not provide the correct place of services. Sometimes they will provide, but 80% they will not provide what is the correct place of service. They will suggest us to contact our internal coding team, because our internal coding team will assist us what is the correct place of service. At the time we should have to submit corrected claim to the insurance company with correct place of service. But however, as a AR caller you should have to ask insurance representative what is the correct place of service please, if the denial is CO5. And also you should have to take may I know the denied date please. This is also one of the question. Why you should have to ask the denied date? Because we should have to submit the corrected claims to insurance companies for this kind of CO5 denial. So corrected claim is always, sometimes corrected claim timely filing is from the date of service, or sometimes it is from the denied date. So it is a better to take the denied date. So for example, corrected claim timely filing is a 120 days for example, but it is already denied. From the denied date, the corrected claim timely filing is 120 days already lapsed, so it's already exited. So then no use to submit the corrected claim to insurance company. So in that way we have to ask what is the may I know the denied date. And here, here the fourth question I given. For example, on previous payment history, I given pre-call analysis for this CO5 denial, right? So on previous payment history, you found that previous DOS already we got the payments for the same CPT and place of services. So you should have to ask the right information over the phone call. After probing that information, you should have to ask, could you please reprocess the claim? because we already have a previous payment history for the same kind of place of service and CPT billed. So the rep will verify over the phone call itself, and if she also understand that you got previously payments, if you are giving any reference, she will verify that reference claim number, and the rep will reprocess the claim. Here the rep is nothing but a representative, will reprocess the claim over the phone call itself. That is a very good job. If you are good at analysis, if you are good at pre-call analysis, you should have to probe this kind of information over the phone call towards the payments. If the rep is reprocess the claim, your doctor will get the payments because of your work. And yeah, the fifth point I given, if rep refuses to reprocess the claim over the phone call, and if rep refuses to provide the correct place of service over the phone call, so as a AR caller, you should have to just ask what is the corrected claim timely filing limit and corrected claim mailing address. Because we, if rep is refused to reprocess the claim, then you should have to take this information, because I will tell you why. Because we should have to task these claims to some other coding team. The coding team will tell us what is the correct place of service. So if rep is unable to provide that information, it's well and good. You should have to take what is the corrected claim timely filing limit and what is the corrected claim mailing address. And if possible, could you please take what is the appeals timely filing limit and appeals mailing address. Why I'm telling appeals information means, even your coding team, if you are billing this claim to coding team told that okay, whatever we coded initially, that is only the correct. So there is a no coding is required this claim. At the time, you should have to go for appeal on a claim. So it is a better to document your appeal information over the CO5 denial also. And the last question here I given is, could you please fax me the denied EOB? For example, if no denial is posted, but rep is telling that the denial is CO5, but the denied EOB you don't have, it was not received from the insurance, then you should have to ask for the denied EOB through the fax. If they refuses to give the fax, you should have to ask through the mailing address. And you should have to take the claim number and the call reference number over the phone call. So these are the AR caller steps for a CO5 denial. Okay, now we will discussing about the end action on a CO5 denial. So end action is nothing but you should have to transfer the claim to internal coding team for the assistance. So for example, during the phone call, insurance representative refused to provide the correct place of service, and your claim is within the correct claim timely filing limit. Then your job is you should have to transfer the claim to coding team for the correct place of service, right? So for example, your coding team coded and they are telling that you should have to replace the place of service with another place of service, or otherwise you should have to change the CPT code with other CPT code. Then as per your coding assistance, you can make change on a claim and you should have to submit a corrected claim. So your next action is you should have to submit a corrected claim along with the correct information. So please note that while you submit any corrected claim to the insurance companies, you should have to submit along with the original claim number. In box number 23, you can see the original claim number submission. At the same time, you should have to submit along with the resubmission code 7. In the box number 23 only, you can see resubmission code 7. So you should have to submit along with resubmission code and original claim number while you are submitting any corrected claims to the insurance companies. Except Medicare. You know that Medicare will not accept the corrected claims. So except Medicare, while you submitting any other claims, you should have to submit along with the resubmission code and the original claim numbers. So that is your second action. And for example, your coding team is given a statement that whatever we coded initially, it was only the correct. So there is no modifications is required. So whatever coded is correctly. If they are given a statement by a coding team, then as a AR caller, your job is again you should have to call to insurance representative and you should have to reprocess the claim. you should have to mention like this. Okay, we verified with internal coding team, and the coding team is stated that it is coded correctly. So could you please reprocess the claim? If rep is agreed, they will reprocess the claim over the phone call. Then your denial CO5 will become as a payments to your doctors. For example, coding team is telling that coded correctly, and you again call to reprocess the claim, and you mention that whatever our internal coding verified and coded correctly, though even though they will not reprocess the claim as per payer guidelines. Then your last chance to get the payments to the doctor is appeal. You have to appeal the claim so that dispute team will cross verify your information on a claim, and they will verify the documents whatever you submitted while you are appealing. Then appeal and dispute team will decide, will give the payments to your doctors, or again they will deny the claim. So your job is you have to do the appeal if you are in the within the appeals timely filing limit to the insurance companies. So insurance company will verify your information, and they will give the status like appeal is paid towards the payments, or appeal is denied, or appeal is appealed with the same reason. So in that way, your end actions on the CO5 denial is coding team, resubmission, and reprocess and appealing. So we should have to take a action accordingly. Guys, if content is useful, could you please like my video so that it will reach us more needy people. Friends, here I given one query. Where is the place of service in CMS 1500 form? If you know the answer, could you please do comment for this video so that I can understand how many people are giving correct answer. At the same time, it will reach us more needy people who require this kind of scenarios. And again, I'm telling thank you so much for your time, and have a good health. Bye for now.